Alright, Heshyrr, your turn. Spirits embrace you, LJgreentigers. I am the first child of Lady Miss Fair. Oh my god, this is gonna get annoying. The white dragon who calls me the Moonfire. My lady is the champion of the spirits and the seeker of all. Our lives are devoted to you, to the ethereal world beyond ours, and the achievement of true wisdom. Do you wish to know more? The depth and importance of awareness of the spirit world is fundamental. Wisdom accompanies that awareness. We seek answers and to remove lies, the gray between black and white. Through interpretation of the messages of the spirits, should you wish to seek wisdom through the spirits, I can guide your teachings that lift and enlighten you. First, LJgreentigers, you must begin by communing with the spirit of truth who will appear in the dragon's grove when you draw near the runestones that lay on the ground. You must hear all it has to say. If you show great disrespect... Where'd it go? Ah! Oh, it's frustrating. I'm trying to do stuff and it... I have to start all the way over again because this Blake chat does everything in the city. I'm trying to do Spirit of Truth will appear in the dragon's home. When you draw near the runestones that lay on the ground, you must hear all it has to say. If you show great disrespect by leaving during the teaching, I will know. Shall I go on? Six-Heshyrr says, the Spirit of Wisdom will bestow a gift upon you by sharing the pearls of wisdom of its timelessness. You will find the Spirit will appear when you approach the runestones along a path between the city proper and the Dragon's Grove, and there is another task. In Gettiger's Haunt, on the 3rd level of the city, you will find a hidden dragon that will tell you the story of the Amulet of Gekadar. You must use the magic of the Spirit Staff to see the dragon as he is invisible. If the powers of the staff run out, you may be required to ask your friends to cast the See Invisible spell upon you. You must listen to each tale in its entirety, or I, the Moonfire, will know you did not respect my wishes, and you will have to begin again. Take the Spirit Staff so the Spirit shall sense your presence. Use his powers wisely. Okay. Oh, okay. I really don't like that feature. Can we do the last one first, since I have it on timed? So lastly, hidden dragon who will tell you the story of the Amulet. You must use the magic in the Spirit Staff. Alright. Let's go do that one first. Since, that one is like a timed based thing. That's really kind of frustrating how everyone's chat just goes off at the same time. It's like, come on. So I'm guessing it's around this rune circle, which I took the longest possible route to get to. Well, what? What? Wait. Oh, right here. Oh, I got it. Okay, good. I was thinking 20 seconds to grab that. Alright. What the heck? Where is this dragon? Of course, we're being attacked. I'm having this so hard. See if it's going to see. Oh, there he is! Oh, okay. Ah, yes, Heshyrr sends you. I've learned much in my time here. Luckily, most are not willing to endure the spirit who haunts this area. The spirit that cannot rest is named Gekkodar. I believe he is bound here. Indeed, bound. There is a great and powerful trinket here called the Amulet of Gekdar, as I ascertained from a tome that was buried in the rubble here. It tells a tale of a great amulet that was handed down from one ogre chief to another in the long-lost past. Yes, in the years long before the ogres were cursed by the gods for Rala's sex actions, the ogre and giant god who betrayed all the gods by invading the plane of Earth. Then the ogres were intelligent, as evidenced by the beautiful stone city they built here. They called it Nock. The amulet is said to have very unique properties. It was once thought that it was simply a symbolic trinket of office, but it is not. Upon being handed to a new chief, it was bound to his soul by the ogre Heyokas, the high shamans, and the amulet then took the chief's name, and so the amulet is named after Gekdar, the ogre chief who haunts these halls. From the history I've been placing together, Gekdar remained even as he watched all of his ogre kin turn from proud, intelligent war beasts to slovenly and stupid fools. The ogres were overcome by the power of a god, Kazakthul, who many of them worshipped. That power was fear. The ogres find the city all but one. Gekdar, it is thought that in some way the amulet protected him. I believe the amulet contained a strong shaman protective ward that sowed the curse of the gods very much in him. He was tortured by the slow creep of idiocy and began to overtake him, and as the honorable chief he was, I believe he took his life while he still had control over his faculties. I believe he wanted to remain here as a symbol of what ogres once were. Ooh, I've completed it. As long as he remains here, he's a remainder of the glory of the ogres. What allows him to remain here, I believe, is the amulet of Gekdar. As long as that exists, I believe Gekdar will reside here. Please tell Heshyrr I will not retrieve the great amulet. I will not disturb the purpose of Gekdar. That is not our place. Hurry along now before we are seen. Okay. I'm getting some more lore, for sure. Now we go back to the dragon area. I'm glad that didn't waste a bunch of time or anything like that. Getting this council member quests done for sure. Is there any way to stop clicking on myself, because I don't know how to turn that off? It's kind of annoying. Alright, we need to get down to the first floor. So I'll later. I'll later. Oh, music. Hey, it's not my castle. No, let's do it. Alright. That looks suspicious. Spirit of Truth. Since a strong spirit near, those who call me to the mortal plane must do so carefully. There are many dangers in our world which should cause all to be wary when communing with the spirits. My duty is to guide seekers of wisdom along the path of truth. My purpose is to only... Oh my gosh, you're going to be really super fast, aren't you? To foretell truths contained. Once a great dragon asked me if it would die with virtue, and I could say that in my vision it was true. The simple telling of the truth turned the dragon's fate. Dying with virtue required the dragon to act as a spirit and soul commanded. He was a dragon with great virtue, and all choices he would make in his life, as I saw them, brought him to a death where he remained virtuous. But knowing the truth of his death, it altered the dragon's choices. His actions were no longer selfless and profoundly good. He turned to arrogance in the final moments of his life, which rendered his death to be one of great pain and selfishness. You must see how the dragon's fate was changed. The truth was changed. This is why I only guide seekers along the edge of truth, and truth greets us in so many ways. Do not have so narrow a mind you only think to find the truth in your own heart and for yourself. Truth is all around us, in every blade of grass, in every bird's eye, in every breath of wind. Think of truth as those things in our worlds that we can trust and count on, always. The blade of grass shall always bend and be soft underfoot. The bird's eye will always find its prey. The wind shall always carry seeds, sounds, and smells this way and that. It gives us all our sure-footedness. It gives us wisdom. Truth also brings out the best and worst in us all. A true seeker of wisdom will accept truth, embrace it, and use the power it brings. With truth can come great compassion, forgiveness, knowledge, but also great hate, vengeance, and distrust. All of these can be used for a purpose. You must consider these teachings in order to harness their advantages. I see in your eyes the glint of a seeker of wisdom. Should you heed my words, you may not stumble where many do along the edge of truth. I must return to my realm. Be strong and true, always seeker of wisdom. Okay. So that one's done. So the last one is the Spirit of Wisdom. In the prose of his timeless experience, you will find it will appear when you approach the rune stones along the path between the city proper and the Dragon's Grove. Which I can see the stones. Oh. Oh, look at that. Anyway, that's right. No, that's a hut. Oh. I see the hut doesn't have it. This is only the Dragon's Grove. On the path. You're getting expensive, dude. Because we're not doing anything. Oh! Here we go. Found him. Ah, you welcome me with an open mind. You are learning well. I sense you have taken in the words of Spirit of the Truth. I am the Spirit of Wisdom, who has enjoyed a timeless existence beyond your world. Even with that existence, my wisdom is ever expanding. An open mind is most important to gaining wisdom. Most of what you learn in your world must not be taken at its face value. Even in the face of an enemy, a mind closed to a single purpose, like anger and vengeance, wastes precious moments of gathering wisdom about its opponent. Do keep that in your mind and heart. Where'd it go? As you brave the adversaries in your path. Ah, you see and feel as important and are a guide. The uneasiness you feel at the center when you pass through the dark forest, or the joy you feel at a friend's tall tale. These emotions will often guide your actions, provided you learn to understand them. Instinct is one element of wisdom that is innately given to you by the gods. Unlike your wit, intellect, or brawn, it silently guides you. Spirit of experience in your world, and that which you may find if you are one who can transcend to the realm of spirits and magic will gain you wisdom about the world around you. Collections of experiences are much like wisdom's tools. I do hope that these few words are enough to begin to open your mind to the ways of wisdom. Do consider them carefully, as that is another aspect of gaining wisdom. There's quite often more to writings and guidance. Beyond every word, incantation is often something more. History, lessons, reason, deduction. Do not forget these things, fair one. I wish you well in your life's journey. Well, thank you, even though you've already left. Because I'm a slow reader. Sorry. We've gotten 3 of the 6 council member tasks done. Oh, he's all green. I love how do you change dyes like that? I want to be green. I want to be green. I don't want to be purple. I want to be green. But I don't understand how this works. Unless... what the heck just happened? Okay. Where's the tailor? Because I might have... I just saw that. No idea. If anyone knows how to dye, please let me know down below. I want to be green. Crying out loud. Really? Sweet. Hello, I have returned. Understanding of our ways. Awesome.